Green Bay's an excellent basketball team. 17-3 coming in undefeated in conference. I think we all know, Alec Brown, first game he's missed in his career. And he's, obviously one of the best players in the league. So, we didn't know, how both teams would respond. We knew they would come out with a lot of energy, be very excited to try to win the game for Alec. I thought we shot the ball exceptionally well in the first half. I thought they were playing good defense. And especially, Levante, I thought he hit, a ton of very difficult shots with hands in his face. And I think that gave our team confidence, and we were able to keep it going offensively. I think it was one of our best outputs, almost 71% in the first half. So we did a really good job there. I thought Alexis was excellent with 8 assists, 1 turnover. Did a really good job controlling the ball and passing it in their zone and in their press.
Alexis, I know you haven't played against these guys before, but with Brown out of there, that opens up a lot of space, and it seemed like you were able to get it to the 4-man continuously on the backdoor or whatever. And was that play there just over and over and over? And how was it there? So.
Yeah, definitely. With the force sealing the man on the weak side, it was open every time, and you just got to look and throw it. And pass fakes really worked in that zone too, so that's what opened it up a lot.
Did it almost kind of feel like finding a glitch in a video game, the same plays working over and over and over?
Yeah, a little bit.
And Jabril, for you, you got to be cognizant of the fact that plays there and you can get to the basket.
Right. There was an opening in their zone, or they were playing in the box and one. And Alexis was doing a great job of finding us from the baseline, so I just continue to work the baseline and find openings.
Levante, you've done a clinic in the last 6 games or so. Just what's working for you right now?
Just determined to win. Give my all for my teammates. Did a great job finding me. I was just happy to make the shots for us to get some type of momentum.
If anyone else is in here, someone keep asking. It seemed like from the jump, you guys were very aggressive at getting to the basket. Obviously, with Brown out of there, that opens up space. But for the guards, was the MO tonight go straight to the basket right off the bat?
We was just running our offense. Everything was within the offense, and just taking what the defense gave us. And if that was driving or shooting over jumping, that's what me and the teammates were doing.
Did you? I know Bryce will probably be a little embarrassed by this if you say the wrong thing. That how great he is, of course. But you guys all pumped with the ceremony? That kind of pumped you up to start the game?
Definitely. As a group, we wanted to show our appreciation because he paved the way for us. We wanted to give you that. It was an emotional night.
It's okay. You're going to start next game. Don't worry.
No, that's honest answer.
Jabril, when first place comes in 7-0 in the conference, does that kind of put just a light above, like this is a bit of a bigger game?
Definitely, but like Tay always says, every game's a big game. The next one's the biggest game we have on the schedule. But of course, I added a little something to it. They were undefeated coming in, placement. We were tied for second. They can give us some edge above some other teams. So they definitely put a little extra into it.
Alexis, you guys have played this well a number of times, and then other times you don't play this well. What do you guys have to do to make this a habit, to make this normal?
I think the way we started out the game was really well. We did really good, and I think the second half, we came out, we knew we were up, but in the locker room we were just saying the score is 0-0, and we can't let up and no momentum for them, and we just came out and ignited the energy.
That's all I have for you guys.
Anything else from the players? All right.
Coaches, again, the idea, go at the basket, get into the middle of the lane, because it really looked like you guys were a lot more aggressive than normal at the start of the game.
We game plan for Alec Brown playing, and so our game plan was the same. Whether he was going to play or not going to play at the beginning. I think that's more of a player's feel. I think once they saw that they had some success driving the ball or passing it in the zone. They were just making plays. I can't take credit for making that one of our big game plans. I think it was just players making plays.
You actually waved on. You were mad when Keith Carter took a 3-pointer and then he hit it. And so, the players were when Levante was 9 of 10. You just say, hey, just go do what you're doing.
He hit some tough shots, especially again, like I had said earlier at the beginning of the game. we ran some stuff for him, but a lot of times he was just making great individual one-on-one plays and hitting very difficult shots. Anytime a player gets in, a zone like that, as a coach, you kind of just want to get out of the way and not say anything to him. So, I didn't want to, break his rhythm, just kind of keep things going. And we played him as long as we could till he looked exhausted. Then we tried to get him out for a quick breather and get him back in.
I'm sure Green Bay would say, no one's going to apologize for beating us with Alec Brown. And you guys won't apologize for the win, right? Obviously you take what's given to you. But looking forward, if he's back, how much does he change not being in the game?
Well, he's one of the best players in the league. He's playing at a very high level this year. By far the best season he's had. He's gotten better every year, and this year it seems like he's taken 2 steps up. He and Sykes have been a lethal combination, for the whole year. And so, he's a great kid. Hopefully it's not too bad. He'll be back on the floor soon. You feel bad, for Brian. He got hurt coming off the bus. But they're a very tough team and very focused team. So I don't think they'll have any problem bouncing back.
Were you, obviously you want to pound the ball in the paint, but with 38 points in the paint, actually points in the paint and rebounds are the same, 38-28. You've got to be happy with the interior play.
Definitely. I think a big improvement from our last game, on the rebounding. First half I thought we did a really good job keeping them off the offensive glass. Second half they got a bit more aggressive and we gave up a little too many. But this is debatably the best offensive rebounding team in the league. In Green Bay, and so we knew that we had to try to keep them off the glass if we were going to have a chance to win this game.
And just your thoughts on that play. Lexus continually getting the ball, down into the floor guy.
Lexus, he made great strides this game. From beginning of the year to now. An 8 assist, 1 turnover game against, the pressure and just the length that they have up top in their zone and in their press. I thought he did a sensational job. He helped control the tempo when he's in. He got us into offense. And just really happy for him with all of his hard work that he could have a game like this.
And my final question, you just touched defensively on Sykes. You had the speed to keep up with him, it looked like tonight.
Levante did an excellent job. I thought when we switched off on him, especially Jabril, did an excellent job trying to keep him in front of him. And I think it helps when you have Musa and Bashil back there to alter shots. Because if they beat that guy, they have to make a tough shot over our centers. And so I think that team defense concept, we still had 19 and 6. But, we didn't want him to go off for 35 or 40, which he's capable of.
Coach, talk about the ceremony, which is what Eric wants you to talk about. But talking to you this year, knowing you're probably a little sheepish. I don't think you like all that attention, but it's kind of cool. Your dad introducing you. Just talk about it.
It's a great blessing. I love this university. My dad coached here for a long time. I played here, coaching here, and so to have your jersey retired, to have a son going to be born in May, hopefully to bring him here and have him grow up and see it will be very exciting. And I was very focused on the game, so I didn't get to enjoy it too much. But probably something I'll enjoy later on when I can reflect more.
It sounds like you're recruiting already, your son.
Yeah,
he's whispering into the womb.
He's got no option.
Well, of course you were focused on the game. You kept the jacket on the whole first half. You made me feel like I jinxed you or something. But it worked. So, and the story by your dad, did he kind of embarrass you? I think you can still dunk. But he says you can't dunk. You can't be sure?
I could barely dunk when I was in the best shape of my life, so it's for sure a no on that.
Okay. The last time Homer told a story about you, I was at the Boys and Girls Club dinner. He said that you blocked a shot with Michael Jordan or something.
Stole.
Stole.
Once.
Yes.
Once, that was it. He had 50 that game.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.